Thanks for tuning in to Bloomberg Quint. Now, the news is not new. Yes, the National Stock Exchange had some technical glitches as a result of which trading was stopped for most better part of the morning. They tried to restart trading a couple of times, did not succeed. Finally, the trading has started 12:30 p.m. onwards. The question mark though on the minds of a lot of people is whether trading is normal. If not, what's the abnormality and what can you or how will this pan out in the next couple of hours ahead? We are still waiting for updates about extended hours, if any, and what happens over the course of the next few days. Remember, today was a very important day because a lot of existing positions, a lot of people believe would be unwound because of the SEBI rule as well. So all that and more. To talk about that, Uttam Bagri, chairman of the BSE Brokers Forum, joins us right now live. Uttam, thanks so much for joining in. Now, yes, this is abnormal. We don't see such things happen too many times in the past. 2014 was a particularly bad year because I think Bombay Stock Exchange had glitches 2 or 3 times, but nothing of this magnitude, wherein 2 or 3 attempts were made and yet trading couldn't begin for a good about 3 hours or 3.5 hours. Did you experience any positions unwinding difficulties today on the National Stock Exchange?
Not, of course, everybody faced difficulties in unwinding old positions, if me. But problem is still not solved because broadcast in NSE cash market is still going haywire in many of the securities.
Is it very bad?
It's just not nice, but see, we have seen the entire movement from 1998 till today in computerization of the screen-based trading, and the old dealers are pretty smart and they know how to move on the system. For example, right now, anybody wants to know the real price on NSE is to buy one share and sell one share market, and you'll know what exactly the price is happening.
Right.
For you'll have a screen price which says that the price right now is 105, but the actual price in the market is 103 or 107. We don't know.
Yeah, sure. We spoke to a couple of brokers, Uttam, and they were saying that it probably happens normally because the price matches are coming in with a bit of a lag, but the screen is showing some abnormal rates on certain securities. Typically any smart trader would take advantage of such things, and therefore it's not happening on the FNO side but happening on the cash side. What's really happening there?
The rates are normal, the trading is normal, order confirmation, everything is normal. The only difficulty we're having is the NSE cash segment. The capital market segment, yes. And how will a smart trader, you have to understand there are 2 exchanges and the price discovery is very normal in the other exchange. Right. Plus the price discovery is normal in the FNO segment of NSE. So most people can figure out, ye bahut chal raha hoga, this is what it is. Now, smart traders in the world of algo trading and HFT, I think it figures itself out.
No, that's understandable. My question to you is, from what we gathered was that there is a problem with the dissemination of data and not really trades happening in the particular trade. So for example, on Mindtree, I believe the difference between the bid and ask and on an inverse proportion is 530 to 524. Surely trades are not going out at 930 and 924. Surely trades are not happening at those prices.
The price are happening at 32, 33, whatever is the normal market. Okay. See, one there is an order book, which is we put in all the orders, which builds the order book. An order book leads to trades. What is the problem is the market cannot see the correct order book. Right. They are saying either the dissemination is stuck or some other silly rates are being shown on the screen. What is being shown on the screen is not what the market is. So the only way you can reverse calculate what the actual market is probably by the trade confirmation that you get. Right. So yeah, the old timers, that's what experience is, right? Technical problems have always been a part of screen-based trading since it started.
You reckon this will be back to normal tomorrow, Uttam?
Definitely. I have never heard of a situation where technical problem lasted for more than a day. Probably some midnight oil is going to be or probably in the next half an hour, 1 hour, we suddenly find everything has become normal. But in terms of technology, who can predict anything, sir?
Yeah, that's true. One last question. Anything on the extended trading hours? Or extension of hours, if you will?
No, usually I don't recall too many incidents in the recent past where trading hours get extended for technical snacks for a couple of hours. So I don't know what is going to happen. There's one more thing that probably the market should know, which is confusing people. Now we have had more than one session today in the segment. So there are certain trades that happen in the first segment, they were carry forward orders. When you, in the next session, the old orders are either purged by the exchange or they exist. That's something we don't know. Now, in case of CTCL systems and other front ends, because the order cancellation message is not flown in, so you still feel that the order is pending when the order is not pending. So these are technical issues that the market is still facing, and really there are no answers.
Fair call. When do the answers come in? I mean, you reckon the end of the day, bar copy, etc. would.
Again, if I go in history, what finally happens is, when clients ask what will happen, well, at the end of the day, when I get the trade file, that's the only time I really know what has happened.
True.
Because order book has gone for a toss. Trade book is very much in control. So trade is the only thing that's dependable at this point in time.
Sure. Okay, Uttam. Thanks for getting us those updates. Much appreciate you taking the time out. Thanks for joining in on Bloomberg Quint.
All right. Bye. Have a good day.
Well, that's essentially a quick afternoon update. We'll also be present at a dealing room towards the close of market and get you the market close from a prominent dealing room to try and figure out how do large dealers or what have large dealing rooms done with regards to the glitch today, and get in some more updates on that front as well. Thanks for now for tuning in to Bloomberg Quint.